Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Megan, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another robbery off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm Platter for you series videos I do for the one. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. If I've got a little extra pep in my step today, it's because I'm looking forward to the 3-day weekend ahead. Yeah. But anyway. Folks, super simple format. I'm going to go over there and I try out food and or drink items whilst I'm doing so. Ooh, I'm going to be a little bit gassy. Excuse me. I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm inside my truck, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when those two things coincide, that means that I was on my way home from work. I found some shit to review for you. That's definitely the case today. Because specifically, I got off work, and I was like, man, I got this 3-day weekend ahead. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to hit up this one gas station. I usually don't. I should hit up more often because, like, they have some stuff there that I can't get anywhere else, or at least not anywhere close. But for whatever reason, I don't think about it very much. I got other places I usually go to. But I hopped in, and I found some stuff to review, and I was like, well, this sounds like a thing that I could review, and that would be interesting for people to watch. So what is it that we're reviewing? Boom! It is Buffalo style. Well, okay, it's Field Trip. I guess that's the name of the company. And it says, get out there. Don't tell me what to do. You're an inanimate object. Spicy apple, buffalo style chicken bites. I guess they look like this. They're tasty and tender, according to them. 70 calories, 9 protein grams, 1.5 grams total fat. American crafted, best taste guaranteed, gluten-free. Okay. And it's got a little thing on the back. It's amazingly delicious. Again, stop telling me what to do. I don't appreciate it. Spicy buffalo style tasting notes. Classic. They're even telling me what I'm supposed to taste. Classic hot sauce with juicy apple bites. So, okay, so are they buffalo style and then there's like also apple in there? Or, we'll find out. Bite size is the new right size. I hate marketing so much. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, thank you. Maybe it isn't inanimate. Maybe it's sentient. God, we all were worried about the AI. It was the fucking apple buffalo things. Pleasure to meet you. I'm the first ever spicy buffalo style chicken bite in the world. Little bite, big deal. I cannot back up any of these claims. It's a huge responsibility that I take quite seriously. I am strong, spicy, and apple-licious. A thrill seeker who enjoys having fun. Please tell me you're into bungee jumping and wakeboarding. You'll love me. You'll really love me. Again! You're pushy as fuck, man. I don't appreciate that in my relationships with Jerky. How could you not? You're racking up some fucking issues for me. Your lifelong snack fantasy just became spicier. Do they want me to fuck the Jerky? Get out there and be right size. I mean, that sounds like they want me to fuck the Jerky. Comes courtesy of Scott, Tom, and Matt. Scott, Tom, and Matt. If nothing else, you've made me laugh quite a bit. I appreciate that. Let's try a thing. I'll try to keep it above the waist for y'all, just so that you know that we're all still on the level. I can take care of what I need to take care of when the camera's off anyway. But then you lose out on the exhibitionist factor. Alright. I mean, it smells kind of like jerky. It's got one of the little dehydration things. Make sure not to eat that. It looks like this. It's a little thing. Look at it. Look at it. It's little. I can't say I'm particularly sexually attracted to it. But, give it time. Let's give it a go. It's dense. Very dense. But not like overly chewy though. It's okay. The flavor isn't wowing me the way I was hoping. I'm kind of at half mast right now, if I'm honest with you. But it's It's okay. There's a little bit of a kick. You know, I get what they're saying with, like, with the buffalo style. I'm not getting a lot in the way of apple. So, like, okay, if you kind of look at it, like, there's, like, little bits, right? Maybe that's the apple. Maybe I just didn't get one with apple bits in it. I gotta be honest, man. These really aren't thrilling me the way I was hoping. They're okay. They're a little dry, but not, like, offensively so. Honestly, the thing that's kind of throwing me is just, there's flavor, but, like, for one thing, I'm not getting a lot of apple flavor. There might be a little something there. I feel like there's, like, maybe a little sweetness. And hot and sweet can work really well, for sure. But with this, I almost feel like the sweetness and the spiciness are kind of almost canceling each other out a little bit. Like, because it's in my mouth, I'm chewing it, you can see me do it. I'm trying to, like, get something from it, you know, and I'm trying to, like, assess what it is that I'm eating. And it's a lot of, like, not much, you know. It's like there's a lot of chewing going on, and then there's, like, a little bit of spice, there's a little bit of a tangy flavor, and again, maybe a little tiny sweetness, but, like, none of it is super pronounced, you know. And it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm doing it the wrong way. Maybe it's a suppository, given how it's marketing itself. And I will say this, you see, okay, I've eaten 2 of these. 2 of these. That is how much is in the bag. And I think this was like $7. So, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, beef jerky tends to kind of undercut you anyway. I mean, there's chicken, but, you know, you don't get a lot. I'm going to give this one more go, and if I don't reach climax, well, then I'm sorry, I tried for you. 3 is my limit. Good thing my channel isn't monetized. This one's got a little bit more of an apple flavor. In that it's a little bit more evident. I'm not having to search for it as much. But, yeah. You know what, folks? Look. Maybe there's like a ball gag and a tail plug that I'm missing. You know, but all I've got is the dehydration thing. You know, and I'm sorry, but I'm not putting that up my ass. It's just not going to happen. I can't imagine that'd be good for you. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. But 2 questions have to be asked, though. Would I recommend? Would I get these again, and would I recommend these? All sexual innuendos aside, no. I'm sorry. Like, I really wanted to like these. Like, spicy apple buffalo style. Plus, I got a kick out of the marketing and stuff. Like, I really wanted these to kick ass. Like, be like, yeah, these are fantastic. Give it to me. No, they're very underwhelming. I just feel like there should be a lot of punchy flavor. I was ready for a full-on just gangbang of, you know, apple and chicken and buffalo. I was ready for it. Okay, I was just like, let's do this. And I didn't get that. It was very good. This is the soft core equivalent of what I was expecting. Put that shit on Cinemax. I mean, it's not horrible or anything, but it's like, it's, you know, it's tender. but I wouldn't say it's particularly tasty. Like, you get a little bit of a heat from it, but nothing spectacular. And again, like, the flavor just, either it's just not there, or it's, like I said, it's kind of muddying itself up. But I definitely didn't get, like, a nice, blast in the face of apple and buffalo. I mean, those are two flavors. I don't know if they work well together, but those are two pretty prominent flavors, and I really wasn't getting much from these, That's a shame. I had a whole thing in my head, working up to it. But yeah, I don't think I would get these again. I mean, maybe if they have other flavors and if I can find some way to make it funny, sure. But I'd be willing to give other stuff a shot. Oh, it just writes itself, folks. And as for recommending it, I mean, your mileage may vary, but this is one of those things where it's like, sometimes I'll try things and I won't like them very much, but I'll recognize that for other people, they might be a nice fit. This isn't really that. Like, because unless my taste buds have just died, and I don't think they have. I just did a review of a donut, and I was able to taste that perfectly fine. I just don't feel like there's a lot to this, It's like, again, I like the idea behind it, and I think if they could make it work, it'd be cool, but I just don't feel like it's there for me. Just, sorry to Scott, Tom, and Matt. I apologize to you and your extremely generic white guy names. Though, to be fair, maybe I don't know what your ethnicity is, I'm not even going to go into that. Anyway. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly sexual innuendo-filled rest of your life. I mean, look, folks. If everything is consensual and you ain't hurting nobody and everything's above the board, do what you need to do. You know what? I just do what you need to do. I wouldn't recommend going over there and putting this in your poop chute. But, as long as it's doctor approved, I don't know. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you can do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. I like being positive in my reviews. I just want everybody to know that. And that's part of the reason why I joke around with it and I have fun. It's not to just take the piss out of the product. It's, I try to be entertaining while I do this stuff. Because otherwise, what the fuck am I even doing? Like, there's definitely better people out there to do reviews than me. But I can at least try to be a little funny. I want things to succeed. Unfortunately, they just don't all the time on the show. And, I do feel a little bit bad, but I have to be honest. It is important, though, when we run into situations in our life that are stressful, frustrating, etc., take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Butt pun. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Nope, I've done enough. I'm letting it go. Have a great one, folks. Ha ha ha.